MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Ought to be a good one here between the Pittsburgh Pirates and the Los Angeles Dodgers. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one as one of baseball's hardest throwers goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Next. Hyunjin Ryu gets the start for Los Angeles in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, when you look up the word dependability in the dictionary, that's what this guy, you'll find a picture of this guy. Career ERA just under 3.5, and that's saying quite a lot in the high-scoring games that we see in baseball going on right now. Real solid pitcher, controls the running game, controls the strike zone, and more importantly, he knows how to get deep into the 6th, 7th, and 8th inning. Solid pitcher, and he'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. Giving chase is Bellinger, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. A chance here to check out the starting lineup for the visiting Pirates. Dero, what you got on this lineup tonight?
Matty, the key in this one for this lineup is they got to stay staunch in the middle of the plate. They can't start swinging at everything or this guy will abuse them. He'll start flipping up the rosin bag. They have to sit over those 17 inches and hold to that.
Here's Melky Cabrera. His past history with Hyunjin Ryu. He's 2 for 3. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Temperature was in the 70s earlier today, but 59 at game time tonight. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Count remains 2-2. Just underway here in Southern California. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
The 1-2. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. And now the Dodgers get a crack at it. No score. Chris Archer gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Chris Archer, one of the premier pitchers in baseball. When he's good, he's nearly unhittable. Great fastball with movement. Slider probably his best pitch, and the changeup has been much better recently. If Chris Archer brings his A game, it's going to be a long night for the hitters.
So striding forward now, Jock Peterson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Time now to check out how the hometown Dodgers line up in this one. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Count even at 2-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
And this is fouled at the plate. Ready with another 2-2. And Takes strike 3 called. Back-to-back strikeouts here to open the home first, 2 away.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corners.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Grounded back up the middle. Tucker from the outfield grass. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. Still no score. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Josh Bell. He'll get us started in the top of the second. Now the 2-1 is taken, ball 3. Well, fans of the art of pitching are in for a treat. One of the game's big-time flamethrowers faces a top craftsman here today.
And you're going to see 2 different mindsets from both offenses, Dan. Facing the power guy, he's going to come at you. He's going to pitch to his strengths and not your weakness. And on the flip side, the finesse guy is going to try and keep everyone off balance. And I want to see what off-speed pitch he has working.
Hero, that's one of the beautiful things about the game of baseball. Good pitchers come in all different shapes and sizes, and they come with all different type of weapons. We're going to see one flamethrower and one guy that throws below the speed limit.
Onto the shortstop, but thrown away. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Francisco Cervelli. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. 2 balls and 2 strikes the count to the Pirates catcher. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, let's take a look at the Dodgers on defense. And let's take a look at A.J. Pollock. This guy is dynamic from both sides of the baseball. Steals bags, hits for power, but his signature is on defense. His ability to run balls down in the gap and play an unbelievable center field.
Up next for the Buccos, Brian Reynolds, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The 3-1 pitch. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. And that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. And here's a ball hit in the air. And a diving effort, but it's out of his reach, a foul ball. No score here as we play inning number 2. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball. Digging in the switch hitter, Paul Tucker. He'll get to take his first cuts here. The 1-2. High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Through an inning and a half, no score on MLB Network. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at the guy behind the dish, and that's Francisco Cervelli, one of the best ball framers in all our sport, a guy who's going to make his pitcher work for everything today.
So digging in now, A.J. Pollard. The 1-1. 1-2 now. Bottom of the second here with no score. Weak grounder back to the mound. And there are 2 away now.
Batting fifth, first baseman.
Next for the Dodgers, Max Munson. Swing and a miss for strike 3. Pulled the string on him that time, and the inning is over. Dodgers down in order. We'll move to the third with no score. And now it's the Pirates pitcher, Chris Archer, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Pirates pitcher at the plate with a 1-2 count.
1-2.
And he lays off it to even the count 2-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out. Now to the plate, Adam Frazier. He flew out in his last at bat. The 3-0 pitch. He's taken strike 1. Third inning, no score to this point. Too high, and that cost him ball 4. So 1 gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And striding in is the left fielder, Melky Cabrera. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball. Frazier, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. A 3-1 count to the left fielder of the Bucks.
I love the approach out on the mound. Everything's down in the zone as it should be, but now you find yourself in a 3-1 count. Do you elevate a little bit more and get back in this zone, or do you just pitch around it?
Lifted in the air to center field. Pollock has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
Here's Gregory Polanco. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Bounced slowly back toward the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Pittsburgh. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Stepping up to the plate, Kike Hernandez. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And good patience exercised as he works out the walk to lead off the home half of the third. That'll bring in Austin Barnes. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. And boy, that misses as well. It's back-to-back walks to start out the inning. The pitcher, Hyunjin Ryu, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation. So let's see if that is indeed on right here. Now a bunt attempt here. And you can't ask for much more out of a pitcher than that. The sacrifice works to perfection. At the plate, Jock Peterson. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. 1-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2.
2 walks in this inning already, so he can't expect to stay out there much longer if he puts somebody else on. We'll see if he can find it.
To right field and deep. Look at this thing go. And it's gone. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. And the Dodgers have now taken a 3-0 lead. Certainly a tape measure shot there as we take a look at it with our show track technology. 111 miles an hour was the exit velocity, so it comes as no surprise that it carried as far as it did. In now, Corey Seager. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Man, I love watching a pitcher that just rears back and blows smoke by a guy at the letters. That's the ultimate challenge pitch, and for me personally, watching hitters swing and miss, man, that's a sight of beauty.
A wave and a miss, a tick behind a good fastball. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. But the Dodgers strike for 3, all courtesy of the 3-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now 3-0 Los Angeles. Leading off the inning, Josh Bell, and they'll need him to get something going here. The 3-2 pitch. This is on the ground over to first. To his right, Munson, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, number 16.
Now at the plate, Gunn. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first 2 are retired here to begin inning number 4.
I'll tell you, he looks really dialed in on the bump right there. He's got a shutout going, and he really seems to have this lineup off balance. Even when he challenges them up in the zone, they don't have an answer for it.
Grounded to third. Turner's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Down in order go the Pirates. They trail it here 3-0. Striding in, Cody Bellinger. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Into the box, A.J. Pollock. Hit out towards second. Frazier fields it cleanly, and he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Up next for the Dodgers, first baseman, Matt Munson.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Max Munson comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there, 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
That's fouled off to the left side as he makes him do it again. 3-2. Archer looks in with the payoff pitch. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the Dodgers, but they lead it 3-0. Now at the plate, Brian Reynolds. He drew a walk his first time up. The 1-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Peterson has a read on it. And that's the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 3.
In now, Paul Tucker. Outside, 2-1. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. Short, hit hard. Seager on the grass. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, pitcher, Chris Archer.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Chris Archer. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line, but this will be a foul ball. Again, a 1-2. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Popped him up. Barnes is there. And that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They trail in this one 3-0. Coming to the plate now, Kike Hernandez. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
2 balls and a strike to count to Austin Barnes. Two and 2 to the Dodgers catcher. Into the corner and slicing foul. Struck him out, and he becomes the 9th strikeout victim thus far. So here's the Dodgers pitcher, Hyunjin Ryu. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this. And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. They'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning. Boy, this is an absolute gift to them, especially when they've had so much trouble getting anybody on base. So now the leadoff hitter is aboard and might be looking to run. They've got to do whatever they can to get some offense going.
Now it's 1 and 2.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down. Stepping in, Gregory Polanco. He's hitless in the game, as is much of the rest of his team. The 1-1 home. To 1 and 2 now. Frazier stands at first with 1 out. The 1-2 is high and outside for a ball. The 2-2 had to sit back on the changeup, and he did a good job to get the bat on that one. Another 2-2 offering. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Popped him up. Munson in foul ground, and this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. Frazier is on his way home. He scores as they now trail by only 2.
When this thing left his bat, I started thinking it might have enough to get out of here. Didn't quite carry enough, but it does one-hop the wall off the track, and he cruises into second with an RBI 2-bagger. You'll take that every day of the week.
Shack swing, but he makes contact and hits it out in front of the plate. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But the Pirates get a run here on the RBI double. Bottom of the 6th coming up. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Pirates 1. Here's Jock Peterson now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Trying to send him packing for the 2nd time. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2. Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3 and 2 now.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're trying to put a start away. Make him work his tail off, throw a lot of pitches, and get on base any way that you can. A big inning at this point of the game, and he's probably gone.
1 ball.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. High in the air into shallow left center. After it is Cabrera. 1 out. Now at the plate, Justin Turner. He was a ground out victim last time up. He's set. Here's the 3-2. And here's a pitch inside, and that got him. So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder, Cody Bellinger. Here's Archer on 1-2. Now just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Full count to Bellinger. 3 balls, 2 strikes.
A lot of times you see guys in the middle of the order get worked away, but not right here. They're keeping it inside on him.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 3-2 pitch. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say, that's a great AB. Down 0-2, you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. Number 49 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. Struck him out, so 2 men are dead here, but there's still 1 big hit away from maybe opening this thing up a bit.
Up next for the Dodgers.
Ready once again, Max Munson. He got called out on strikes his last time through. 3-2 pitch. Fouled off. In the air out to center field. Reynolds has a play. He's got it, and that'll get him out of the jam. Dodgers leave him loaded, and it's still 3-1. Back here at Dodger Stadium, the men in blue leading in this one as we get set to begin the 7th. But before we do, let's check out the game summary to this point. Pedro Baez is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 52.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
A high fastball is in there. Swinging a blooper to the right side. He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out. Certainly a highlight reel grab that we just witnessed. So here it is again with Show Track, and the high 90s route efficiency is what stands out. He read it off the bat exceptionally well and closed ground on it just about as well as one could. Stepping in now, Brian Reynolds. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
He's going to need to shorten up and get that foot down a little bit earlier if he hopes to be catching up to that fastball.
Ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Bouncer up the middle. He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field.
He had him on the ropes right there. Count leverage, 2 strikes against the batter. He's going to have to put that in the memory bank because that guy made a nice 2-strike approach right there. Made a nice 2-strike adjustment.
Now in the box, Cole Tucker. He represents the potential tying run if he can launch one or find a way around the bases.
Yeah, Matt, I kind of doubt he's thinking about going yard, even though that would be the best result they could hope for. He's not a long ball threat, and he knows it. So he could just be looking for some way to keep that line moving.
Here now the 2-2. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. Bellinger is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. Colin Moran will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Reynolds, runner at first with 2 gone. Lifted the other way down the left field line. On the move is Peterson. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. Bottom of the 7th inning upcoming in L.A. Get up and stretch. It's the Dodgers 3 and the Pirates 1. Kyle Crick gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Kyle Crick.
Digging in once again, Kike Hernandez. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And he's a little too high with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
Here now the 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full.
Hey, I know the idea is to try to get the guy to swing on a 2-2 pitch, right? But that one was so low, I don't know anybody that would have swung at that pitch.
Right side, hit hard. And there's a base hit, so a chance for some insurance here to start out the home half of the 7th.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over it.
Standing in now, Austin Barnes. Little chopper back to the mound. There's one. Return throw not in time, and that turned into a closer play than I thought it would at first sight.
Definitely a risky and aggressive play for the pitcher there, but he made it work out. They've practiced plays like that a lot in spring training, so it paid off this time.
And a neck-high fastball that time. The 2-1 home. Strike 2 swinging.
I think he'll be frustrated with himself about that swing. He was in a good hitter's count and ended up chasing one out of the zone. Now the count's even again.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter. You think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2. Swing and a miss as he chases one out of the zone for the 3rd strike, and that's the 3rd out of the inning. Dodgers leave 1, but they hang on to a 3-1 lead. Yimi Garcia has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 63.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go. Adam Frazier. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. Hernandez over to his right, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. It's been the kind of game we've come to expect here at Dodger Stadium over the years as you check the line score. Pitching, defense, and not a whole lot of offense to this point. Here's Melky Cabrera. He went down on strikes last time up. Two balls and a strike to Melky Cabrera. He stays alive, still 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. Gregory Polanco will be next. Inside with the fastball, and he works the base on ball. Here's Gregory Polanco. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat. Drilled down the line. Gloved by Turner to second for one. On the first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Bucks go down quietly. They still trail it here 3-1. Francisco Liriano was on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Here's Corey Seager. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the payoff pitch. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. What's your take on all the strikeouts we see in the game today, Dan? That was his third tonight, and it seems we're seeing that a lot more these days.
Yeah, Matt, there's been a real change in philosophy as far as hitting in baseball today. A lot of guys think now that an out is an out, a strikeout is just as good as a regular out, but we're seeing strikeouts at an alarming rate in baseball right now.
Tucker takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
Now batting, right fielder.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger. It was a walk in his last trip. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. Dodgers down in order as the lead remains 3-1. Welcome back to our MLB Network broadcast. Great look there at the skylines of Los Angeles and Hollywood. Kenley Jansen takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Josh Bell the next to hit. He's batting cleanup in this one, but will get us started here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
So he sets him down swinging. Josh Bell comes the first out in the 9th inning.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
On to first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli.
And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this should do it. Seager is there to make the catch, and with that the ball game is over.
Well, folks, that's what Kenley Jansen does. When he enters the game, the hopes of the other team, they usually just leave. Slams the door again right here.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Los Angeles Dodgers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Hyunjin Ryu pitches well enough to get the W. Chris Archer struck out 10 in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa and the lefty Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Dodgers. 3 runs on 2 hits. 2 errors. They left 4 runners on base. For the Pirates, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left 7 men on base. The winning pitcher is Hyunjin Ryu. Credit the save to Kenley Jansen. Loss goes to Chris Archer. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 34 minutes. A reminder that post-game bus service on Metro bus routes 2, 3, and 4 is available at the corner of Sunset Boulevard and Elysian Park Avenue.